Russia, Mexico, Brazil, and Slovenia do not recognize Joe Biden as the so-called president-elect, despite the fake news media. And a little bit more on Sidney Powell, the great Lady Justice herself, Sidney Powell, and others. This is the end of Hour 2 of the Jesse Lee Peterson Show. It's Monday, November 23rd, 2020. Stay tuned for Hour 3 after JLP. Catch the Hake Report, thehakereport.com/show. Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. for 2 hours. Nice, right? The most interesting man in the world, Vladimir Putin. The Epoch Times reports that Putin is holding off on the presidential congratulations until all legal challenges are resolved. The Russian leader said that he is unable to recognize Democrat challenger Joe Biden as president-elect until either President Donald Trump concedes or until the election is certified. Putin said Sunday that he will work with anyone who has the confidence of the American people. But that confidence can only be given to a candidate whose victory has been recognized by the opposing party or after the results are confirmed in a legitimate, legal way, he said, according to Bloomberg News. Far-left outlet, by the way. Earlier this month, the Kremlin did not acknowledge Biden as the victor of the election. On Sunday, Putin said that the move not to congratulate Biden is a formality and he has no ulterior motive. Putin was then asked about whether U.S.-Russia relations could be damaged as a result. He said, there's nothing to damage. They're already ruined. Remember, they've been smearing Russia for Trump voters voting for Trump. Ridiculous for the past 4 or 5 years. Other clear-thinking leaders, too. Other foreign leaders who have not called a winner in the race, Mexican President Andrés Manuel López Obrador, also known as AMLO, and Brazilian President Jair Bolsonaro, and Slovenian Prime Minister Janez Janša. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. Melania Trump is Slovenian, by the way, and others. We cannot meddle in the politics of other countries. We have to be respectful, said the Mexican President AMLO earlier this month. A number of fake news outlets have called the race for Biden, as you know, but the Epoch Times has not, due to outstanding legal challenges and because the election's certification is still pending. A little more on Sidney Powell. The Epoch Times says Sidney Powell confirms her non-affiliation with the Trump legal team and vows to continue the fraud fight. Powell said in a statement that she never signed a retainer, nor did she charge the campaign for expenses or fees, adding that my intent has always been to expose all the fraud I could find and let the chips fall where they may, whether it be upon Republicans or Democrats. The evidence I'm compiling is overwhelming that the software tool was used to shift millions of votes from President Trump and other Republican candidates, by the way, to Biden and other Democrat candidates. She added, we are proceeding to prepare our lawsuit and plan to file it this week. It will be epic. She also mentioned it will be biblical. As you're likely aware, at a joint press conference this week, Rudy Giuliani, Sidney Powell, and Jenna Ellis, all lawyers for Trump, or pro-Trump, I guess, said that they have evidence of mass election fraud, which they would release as part of a forthcoming court filing. Georgia is probably going to be the first state I'm going to blow up, Sidney Powell said on Newsmax TV Saturday evening. And Dominion denies any shenanigans. Dominion, in several statements to the Epoch Times, has categorically denied allegations of election tampering and voter fraud in recent days, saying that Trump's team has peddled falsehoods regarding Dominion. In recent press conferences and interviews, they also said that the system is controlled through secure and verifiable user accounts, and all voter intent adjustments are securely logged in the system and then recorded in the digital image of the ballot. Dominion also cited statements made by secretaries of state, rhinos, and liberals of Michigan, Arizona, Pennsylvania, and Georgia who said they've found no evidence of voter fraud large enough to overturn the election. Trey Traynor agrees with Sidney Powell, though. The chairman of the Federal Election Commission, Trey Traynor, appointed by President Trump, has repeatedly said there was voter fraud in key states. The massive amounts of affidavits that we've seen in these cases shows that there was, in fact, fraud that took place, he said in an interview with Just the News AM, November 20th, suggesting a lack of transparency. I'm James Hake. Now on to Jesse Lee Peterson, Hour 3.